Yo, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video. Want to give you guys a heads up on some Steam game deals available right now. One of them is even better than the deal I covered a few days ago of that deal being fantastic, and now GMG's got an even better deal on that game. There was a new release that I am very excited for. I don't know when I'm going to be able to check it out as far as giving it a whole playthrough, the collection a whole playthrough myself, but we'll talk about that as it's heavily discounted at GMG as well, and a couple of other deals of note. They are running their spring sale right now, so you might want to have a gander at that. We'll cover that more in depth in another video. But right off the bat, we do have RoboCop Rogue City. I guess everybody's just putting this game on sale, which makes me think that this game may end up as a humble choice title sometime down the line. But yo, this price point, 84% off for $7.80, is highway robbery. This game only came out back in November of 2023, so it's not like it's that old, but a pretty solid game. I'm not big into RoboCop, to be fair, so I couldn't appreciate this game as much as the hardcore fans of RoboCop. But yeah, the game is discounted. It's a mechanically well-done game as well, so even if you're not a fan, I think you'll ultimately have a pretty good time with it. The game's got 11,000 Steam user reviews, 89% positive on its Steam positive user reception, so a solid deal there. A 76 on Metacritic as well, and they do have the Alex Murphy edition on sale as well. That's $9.36. That was the big thing they did with this extra edition, the Alex Murphy edition, was the early access gimmick. So that gimmick, the value isn't really there. You get some in-game items. I don't really know how relevant that is for you guys. I would probably just get the base game, but it's only like $1 and change more, so if you want to get the Alex Murphy edition, have at it. That is on sale for $9.36, but a solid pickup there for RoboCop Rogue City for sure. Next up, we have a brand new release that, unfortunately, I didn't do a great job of covering this release, but Suikoden 1 and 2 HD Remaster. Man, this release literally just crept up on me. Obviously, I was very excited for it, in the sense that, yo, it's a JRPG, a classic collection of JRPGs, and if you don't know, Suikoden 2 goes for a pretty penny for that original PS1 version of that game. I get it, you can emulate it and all this kind of stuff, but I like to have my legitimate new releases and, you know, legit releases, and we have that now available on Steam for $49.99. Now that's a hefty price point. Konami games are always heavily discounted on GMG. 25% off for $37.49. That's an insane deal given the fact you won't pay tax either, and you'll get a key for the game. It'll redeem directly on Steam. You definitely should check that out. That's a phenomenal deal. And for $37.50, a great pickup on that for sure. Worthwhile to pick that up, especially at that price point. A Hero's Destiny is written in the stars. The legendary Konami JRPG Suikoden 1 and 2 have now been remastered in HD. I believe it's Suikoden, whatever you want to call it. The story of Suikoden 1, a once-renowned hero, turns into a violent tyrant, and an empire falls into decline. A liberation army is rising up in an active rebellion against an oppressive rule. One by one, the 108 stars of Destiny gather to shape the course of history. And then in Suikoden 2, our story's hero and his friend Jowie are members of the Unicorn Youth Brigade, which participated in a drawn-out border dispute between the Highland Kingdom and the city-states of Joustin. A few months earlier, a truce agreement was signed between the two forces, both of which were happy to see an end to the fighting. However, hidden under the momentary peace, the fires of a new war continued to smolder. All background illustrations have been upgraded to HD, updated effects breathe new life into pixel art animation, new environmental sound effects to immerse yourself in this fantasy world. Battle SFX are also now HD and add a new level of realism. Newly added autosave, which is fantastic. We need autosave in all of these classic titles. Battle fast forward and conversation log as well. Conversation log's another thing that JRPGs have been implementing in recent years that I very much appreciate, because sometimes following it all is a little bit difficult, and just a refresher. You get the idea. Very positive reception on this so far. 111 reviews, 90% positive. So yeah, great to see that available now as well. That is one of those games that I probably would like to have a physical copy of on, you know, consoles. It's just, you know, JRPGs in general, but I already have the game on PC, and it is Steam Deck playable, so if you want to play it on the deck, you'll be able to do that as well. But $37.49, a great pickup for that over at GMG. Definitely do check that out. All right, now I do want to round out this video by looking at a couple of other deals that are available. No new releases here. Metaphor ReFantazio, 33% off for $47.24. I mean, you can kind of consider Metaphor a new release. It came out back in October. I think this game should have won Game of the Year last year. I thought it was absolutely tremendous. Look, credit to Astrobot for taking it, and I get it that the Video Game Awards may not be the end-all be-all for Game Awards. It would just... I would really like it if, like, an anime weeb-adjacent game got Game of the Year. I'm not talking Final Fantasy. I'm not talking... Like, Astrobot, it's not, like, anime-esque. Metaphor is anime-esque, and I don't believe any... Like, any anime aesthetic JRPG has ever gotten Game of the Year. I'm talking games like Persona, Metaphor, Legend of Heroes. Obviously, Legend of Heroes ain't ever won Game of the Year. Let's be honest. It ain't even getting nominated for anything. But, which is kind of like... Yo, Daybreak should have gotten nominated for some things, but I'm pretty sure nobody at the Game Awards, is paying attention to the Legend of Heroes. But Daybreak should have been nominated for some things. But, yeah, games like that, Ease as well, you know, I feel like one of those games winning Game of the Year would be really cool for one of the weebs like me that love these kinds of games, but it is what it is. Metaphor ReFantazio is $47.24. It's a tremendous game. Awesome, awesome soundtrack to this game as well. But yeah, a tremendous game. Narratively, it's so good. Like, you can see a lot of the plot twists coming. If you can, utilize a couple brain cells, I feel like a lot of the plot twists you saw coming a mile away, but that's not a bad thing. Predictability in a video game isn't bad. If it makes sense, I'm all for it. I'm all for you going the route that you can kind of see coming. In fact, it makes the player feel kind of smart when you're like, oh, I kind of put 2 and 2 together and predicted that. But nonetheless, it's a great game, and honestly, from a narrative standpoint, it's one of my favorite JRPGs in recent memory, and how it comes together by the end, I just thought it was really, really well done. I would say there are some points where I thought the game was a little bit of a drag, but overall, I really enjoyed the game, and $47.24, yeah, it's a hefty price point, but given its base price of $70 and how much content you got, I would say it's well worth it. And I lied about no new releases. Monster Hunter Wilds, have to mention that, 16% off for $58.79. I mean, if you don't consider a game a week old a new release, I guess this isn't a new release either, but yeah, $58.79 on this. Obviously, the PC version has been kind of a disaster, but a lot of people are still enjoying the game. It is what it is. Not here to go on that diatribe right now, but that is heavily discounted. Mafia Trilogy is $13.20. Mafia 1, 2, and 3, some great, great games. Love these games from a narrative standpoint as well. Definitely worthwhile to pick up there, but I would recommend it for sure. So, yeah, check those out. Mafia 3, not as good as the other two, but still a decent game altogether. And then XCOM 2, the collection, heavily discounted as well. That's $7.04. Always a good shout for that. I mean, you get XCOM 2, you get War of the Chosen. If you have yet to check it out for yourself. I'm not crazy about tactics games, but that's one that I really did end up enjoying. But that'll do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. As always, guys, thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush here again. Hope you enjoyed the video. As you guys might know, YouTube's notification system is sometimes a little bit wonky, even if you're subscribed to the channel. Maybe you're not abundantly aware that I uploaded a video. To remedy that situation, make sure you hit the bell notification button. This way, whenever I upload a new video, and I try to upload as consistently as possible, you will be notified directly of the upload, and you can watch it as soon as it goes live. I would really appreciate it if you guys hit that button so you can stay up to date with all of the content I'm posting. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.